Hello, hello, CraftingMantis here, and welcome back to another episode on the World of Otium server. So I've been doing a little bit of work off camera. Granted, you're not going to be able to really tell, because it's been all terraforming. So I ended up taking out, there was this huge little arch thingy here, next to this pond. I ended up taking that out, and then this was a much taller hill. And so what I did is I, took out a good chunk of it because I want to build something right there and just kind of terraformed it, made it a little bit more of a gradual hill. And that way, put some roads and stuff that can end up coming through here. Granted, this entire area is going to be like just a whole bunch of terraforming and whatnot. So it's gonna be interesting to see, how this all turns out. But I did end up expanding out the little pond here. I brought it out closer to these edges because it was just like right over here. You can kind of see where it was based on, like the seagrass. And then I ended up making it go down just a little bit deeper, add a little bit more detail in this area. I still need to go through and do some bone meal and make it look all pretty in there. Maybe catch some fish, figure out some way of, keeping them in here somehow. Not 100% sure. Let's see. Oh, and then over in this area, I ended up smoothing it out as well. This was actually a layer or two lower in different spots, but I ended up basically connecting up these hills, because what I'm going to do, that right there is going to be a bridge, and so there's going to be a road that comes through here and goes around this particular hill. Granted, there's still so much terraforming and stuff to do over here to kind of get, areas for different houses. And so, because like I'm probably going to end up putting like a door over here and then probably another door over there. That way we can have, two of the little, earth houses in, in these two hills here. And then I'll probably end up changing this up a little bit, maybe make it just a little bit taller so we can end up putting another, another door in here. But this over here, this is what I am actually going to be working on today. So like I said, there's going to be a bridge, and that's one of the things that I do want to get accomplished. But this right here, this is actually going to be a mill house. So I planned it out all in creative, and then, I'm looking to, bring it over here. And then I did a little bit of terraforming with, with this down here. This is where the actual water wheel is going to end up, where the water wheel is going to end up going. There we go. I can speak today. And then this is going to be a cellar. But that is the progress that I have made so far. And then this is going to get, a little complicated, especially once I get to the roof. So what I'm probably going to do is bring you guys back once I get the main area done, and then, kind of like, what I did in some of my other videos, bring you guys back with some of the building progress and then go from there. So I am going to get to work on getting the mill house up and going. And then once I get some progress done, I will be right back with you guys. All right, guys. So we have walls. Lots and lots of walls. So this is the sort of side, I guess you could call it, because the front is actually that way. So I guess this is, you could consider this the side. So we got a nice little fireplace here. I still need to add the cobwebs up the top. Over here we have a nice little garden area. Nice, and then little arbors. Yes, arbors. to get into the little garden area. And then this is where it's going to come down. I still haven't put the water wheel in yet, but I wanted to bring you guys in since I had gone ahead and finished up all the walls, kind of show you guys some of the progress. So this is the front here. We've got a nice little seating area here, and then the front door. And with this, I'm actually going to end up putting some glowstone underneath these, so it'll light up the front area here, which will be really cool. And then let's see, then we can have the front or the other side. So we got a nice little angle going on over here. This is one of the reasons why it's, it gets a little complicated, because I've got angles kind of everywhere in this build. But if we come in here, here's the fireplace. And then we got a little room that's over here, and then a room with a little room off of it. And then over here is kind of, all divided. And that room, and then this room here, which is going to have the sloped roof, which is really cool. So definitely coming out really well. But I wanted to bring, like I said, I wanted to bring you guys in before I made any more progress. So the next step is going to be the roof and then the water wheel. And so once I get those done, then I will come back. All right, so the roof is all done. Now this looks like, the typical A-frame type roof, and then I did get the spider webs up there so we can kind of get that smoke feeling. But over here, this is where it gets a little funny, because we've got the slope that comes up here and it ends up there. And then if we come over here, it's the same way. It's the same way on this side. So I had to integrate the two types of roofs into one. And so what I did is where this comes up and where they connect, I then started bringing it in. So it kind of creates, a little point here. And then it continues on as the normal A-frame over here. Now, if we come down inside, and ooh, we got a wandering nerd coming in joining us. Now, if we come inside here, we have all the interior done. And the great thing is, I was actually able to get it all done. And not a single torch anywhere. Oh, and apparently, oh, oops. Door. We need a door. Door. I forgot when I was messing around downstairs, I had popped the door off in here. So this would open outwards. So here. So this is just a little office. It's got hidden lighting underneath the trapdoor, and that's, kind of how, that, oh, barely I can't type. But I've got, trapdoors up here, and there's some other hidden light, and I'll show you guys where I did that. But that way I didn't have any of the, any torches or anything like that. And then this is also a good source of light as well. But this is just, just a little office. We got like the little papers and then a pen cup. Again, we can consider that. Or maybe, it's a teacup. Whatever. We'll figure it out. And then this right here, we've got, just a little seating area next to the fireplace. And then in here, I've actually hidden glowstone. And so with this, it lights it up without having any lighting actually show up. Now, I still might end up doing some, like some paintings, but I'm not 100% sure yet. And here we've got another little, seating area and then a dining area, just a random bookcase. So in here, this is a little storage area. We've got the crates, granted they're really no blocks, but crates. We'll pretend they're crates. And then some hay. And then just like I did in the orchard on Diamond Society, I have a little apple basket. So I love the spruce doors. And then up here, we've actually got the lighting hidden up here. And the great thing is, I mean, you really can't tell. It's one of the things that I really like about these trapdoors and then the other trapdoors is that the coloring goes really well with the actual planks. What doesn't is the oak one. The oak one doesn't, it's funny how this is the oak, but this is what an oak wood trapdoor looks like. Whereas all the other trapdoors, they are very similar in color to their, to their planks. And then in here, we've got a little bedroom. So some storage and then a little closet or armoire or, whatever you want to call it. And then the hidden lighting up there. And then if we come over here, we have the kitchen, which looks out into the garden. In here, this is a little pantry. And then I've got lighting hiding up there. I decided to use the trapdoors in here just because I thought it added just a little bit more interest to this little section. Instead of just having one single trapdoor and then the spruce wood planks, I decided to just go ahead and do all of them. And then, so this is the actual kitchen area. So we got a little, little oven, sink, and then I decided to kind of put, we got potatoes that need washing and beef that needs cooking. So just add a little bit, add a little bit to it. But all right, so let's close doors. Oh, and then I got this little thing here. So like, in a lot of places that have an attic, you have pull down ladders. Well, this one, you get in there and then you can climb up here. Granted, there's nothing up here at the moment. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with the attic or the cellar. But we can go down and we can check out the cellar as well. So we come down here, it's just open, and then we've got, because we got the glowstone, which is coming down from upstairs. And then this right here, this is what I'm using in order to activate the iron trap door. So I don't know if I'm going to do anything down here. I'll have to kind of play around with it. See what I think. I mean, because the thing is, too, there's always a possibility that I could open this up and then just have some kind of, like, torches or something underneath instead of the glowstone. But, yeah. So, that is the mill all done. Definitely very happy with the way that this all came together. I decided to use the same, well, at least a similar color palette to the house up there. Just with some, deviations, because I really like this combination. Granted, with the other stuff, I'm going to kind of have to go with some other stuff. But I am going to go ahead and get work to the bridge, and then once I get that done, then I will bring you guys back. Alright, guys, so we now have a bridge. So this is the main bridge for the area, since this is the river, because there's a river that runs. It's really interesting because I got a river that runs across here, which separates that area from this one, and there's another river over there that separates the mountain area from this area. So bridges are definitely going to have to be a thing in this. But this is going to be the actual main bridge. I'm really happy with the way that this ended up coming out. I played around with a whole bunch of different designs, and this is what I ultimately came up with. So we've got the arches made out of the cobblestone on top of the stone brick, and then it comes up here with the spruce planks all the way up to where it's just one, so you can still jump up. Granted, most of, a lot of these, it's not like right here, you can't. But I figured that just one would kind of work out well for that. Now with the center here, I ended up using the spruce trapdoor. I kind of wanted to add a little bit more detail in that area, because originally it was just a stone brick. And sorry for the bobbing. Do I have? Yeah, I really don't have an area. Here, I think over here. There we go. Good. All right. So originally it was a stone brick, but it really felt like it needed something. And I had originally put the trap door on the outside, and it didn't quite work. And then I was playing around. It's like, all right, put a stair there, do this, do that. And I happened to try this out, and I really like how it just adds a little bit of depth to the to this area here. And then where this comes in here, I ended up using 2 stairs, one upside down and one right side up, and then brought the column all the way down, and then just did this just to add, add a little bit of detail. Because with just the stone, with the cobblestone column, it didn't look right. So I might still add something down here on the bottom, because like with this one goes deeper. Or I might just bring up the bring up the sand and stuff to kind of go around it, so it's not quite as much cobblestone down there on the bottom. But definitely really happy with the way that this turned out. I still need to do some terraforming down here, as I had to make some adjustments in order to get the bridge to fit. But now that we've got that in and the mill, and then what I can do is kind of come in here off camera and work work to get this looking a little bit more natural. Maybe add, add a few things in here that, to kind of give life to the area. But yeah, so that is gonna be it for the builds today. Definitely really happy with the way everything turned out. The mill house and the bridge definitely. Oh, hello, kitty. Definitely turned out really well, and I'm really happy with it. So I'm not 100% sure what the next project will be. I know there's still a lot of terraforming and stuff to do in the area, so the next one might just be a small project. Or we may decide to go into another area and say hi and build something. Like I already have an idea for one area, but we will save that for a different day. For now, I am going to call it. And so yeah, if you guys like this episode, definitely hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. It definitely helps out the channel. And then if you want to be notified as to when I put out additional content, definitely hit that notification bell. But for now, I'm going to call it, and I will see you guys in the next episode.